My practicum was completed through Give Hope Fight Poverty, a 501c3 in Indianapolis, Indiana, that helps orphans in East Watini. For the practicum, Annie Todd, the organization's CEO, and I discussed two deliverables. And when she interviewed me, having a master's degree in healthcare leadership from Messiah University, she thought I would be a good candidate to create a curriculum for children battling mental illness. Annie Todd was delighted to know that I have such a strong background in accounting and business. The second deliverable was a curriculum for the guardians of the younger children to learn accounting. This was then tied to the residents of the villages in East Watini's dream to create a catering company. Next slide. When seeking a place to complete my practicum, I searched in place on the Liberty University's website. I applied for the practicum with Give Hope Fight Poverty, and it was an excellent decision. Annie Todd was excited about my resume, my accounting background, and how involved I am with my church. I am secretary of the missions team at Trinity Evangelical Lutheran Church in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, and have worked with mission partners in Africa. Still, I had never heard of East Watini, formerly known as Swaziland. Trinity Evangelical Lutheran's mission partner in Tanzania's Konde Diocese is a medical mission through the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. Previously, we have had missionaries stationed in Senegal. The more I read about East Watini, the more I was overwhelmed by what Give Hope Fight Poverty was completing for their mission, and how I was now a part of helping the children. Next slide. The two deliverables I completed for this practicum offered two opportunities. The first deliverable was for children between the ages of 5 and 11 who were suffering from mental illnesses, specifically depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. With the research, a curriculum including 5 classes was written. The combination of art therapy and narrative therapy was critical for the children to express their emotions and share their experiences with the other children. Listening to the children and showing them that activity, sleep, and a good diet were essential. This curriculum taught me different ways to help children through difficult times. The second deliverable was for the older orphans between 15 and 23 who had to drop out of high school to take care of their younger siblings. This group of adolescents and adults wanted to learn rudimentary accounting to complete their high school education and either get a job to help support their siblings or apply to college and major in business or accounting. Either way, the goal was for them to support their siblings better. This deliverable was very interesting for me to create because it made me review the lessons first taught in accounting classes in high school and at Hood College. It was a refresher course for me. I still use the financial statements and the bank reconciliations for my committee work at Trinity Evangelical Lutheran Church, but to write about the importance of understanding these was an authentic, heartwarming experience. It would be awesome if older adolescents and guardians could begin an education with this curriculum and expand their knowledge. Next slide. The design of the deliverables was different, and it took some time to examine the best way to plan the curriculum. For the first deliverable, review of the contract with Give Hope Fight Poverty allowed for a third mental illness concern to be included. During the literature review, for the deliverable, post-traumatic stress disorder was the third mental illness that was included in the curriculum. The stress of the trauma for the younger orphans about the loss of both parents due to AIDS and HIV pandemic proved to be at a high rate. Further research offered 3 different ways to address mental illnesses and how children could learn coping mechanisms to help them holistically. using what they loved the most, including art, talking, sports, cooking, and bedtime routines, was vital to ensure a precise mixture of techniques. The second deliverable took time to examine what needed to be included for the accounting and business topics. Reviewing Dr. Cryford Mumba's book, A High School Student's Companion, Understanding Principles of Accounting, was very helpful. Reflecting on my education journey with accounting beginning my junior year in high school proved beneficial. My academic career at Hood College began with Accounting 101 and 102 and continued with Intermediate Accounting 1. The curriculum for Deliverable 2 included the first lesson learned at Hood College, the importance of T accounts. Included after that were 3 financial statements. Budgeting and bank reconciliations were necessary for the guardians since they managed households. These are both critical to keep them attentive to details and ensure they are not getting into debt. The compilation of the T accounts, financial statements, budgeting, and bank reconciliations was decided on because the request from Give Hope Fight Poverty was also to ensure that the guardians wanted to begin a catering company were covered. A menu and nutrition plan for the catering company were included. Performing a literature review on the agriculture and nutrition concerns for the population was very educational. The menu created has foods that are locally sourced and available. Next slide. The accomplishments from the practicum were reached by ensuring that the foundational competencies chosen when the contract with Give Hope Fight Poverty was written were completed. The 3 competencies included design a population-based policy program, project, or intervention, explain basic principles and tools of budget and resource management, and evaluate policies for their impact on public health and health equity. The concentration competencies chosen for the community health promotion included assessing a community health program for cultural appropriateness and employing ethical and effective leadership and management skills to build and maintain work teams, organizational relationships, and community collaborations to support public health efforts. Both deliverables reach these competencies. Working with Annie Todd, the CEO of Give Hope Fight Poverty, offered an excellent opportunity to understand how education is another area I would like to pursue. Writing these curricula, especially the one for the younger children, has heightened the importance of how critical it is for mediation to occur as soon as possible when the child is traumatized. The second deliverable proved how vital it is for high school students taking accounting classes and challenging themselves. In the literature review, many articles noted that accounting classes were removed from high schools because of a lack of interest and because the students wanted to take easier classes. After leaving school to care for their younger siblings, the older orphans or guardians quickly understood how detrimental it was for the schools and students to ignore accounting classes. Having rudimentary accounting skills is a strong asset for these students to return to school, ensure they have the correct courses to get admitted into colleges and universities specifically for their accounting programs, and to be able to support their younger siblings. If the guardians want to enter the workforce, these skills are an asset for them to have on their resumes. Next slide. I want to make 3 recommendations. First, MPH candidates seeking a practicum opportunities should be open-minded and check out the opportunities available in place on the Liberty University website. The range of opportunities was extensive and some were very intriguing. If the student is not bound to a specific area, apply. It's a great chance to research the countries and other countries' different areas. Second, for Give Hope Fight Poverty, it is crucial for Annie Todd, the CEO, to continue working with the candidates and helping them expand their most significant assets and strengths. My interview with her was excellent because she immediately understood my background, my strengths, offered ideas for projects, and utilized the curriculum to help the orphans in East Watimi become stronger and more successful. Third, Liberty University should continue to expand the number and types of organizations interested in MPH candidates and turning for them. The greater the range, the better the opportunities for the university and the students.